Hi, Ching Ching. It's Simon here. You had some questions about how I do my woodworking and make wands, and I thought I would show you a little bit of how I get started. So, let's do that. This is a giant pile of wood, and this giant pile of wood is just firewood that I order from a landscaping place. This is my neighborhood. So, the landscaping place comes and dumps it in my driveway, and I take the wood and I pile it up here. And as I pile up the wood, I'm handling it and I'm noticing it and I'm looking at it. Obviously, this wood is much too big to go into my little fireplace here, so I have to chop it down. Well, you mentioned a chainsaw. I have this. I have this gigantic saw here, so I use this to chop these big chunks of wood into these much smaller chunks of wood. And as I'm working with these small chunks of wood, I'm looking at them and I'm seeing the structure of the inside, and I'm noticing that some of them have rings and some of them don't. And at some point, this one looks like a wing. I gotta take this one. Yeah. At some point, I just noticed something that takes my fancy. In this case, I've got a wing. And I put it in my pile of pieces of wood that have struck my fancy. Now, some of these wood pieces turn into wands. Hi, little friend. Hey, little grasshopper. What are you doing? So, these are some of the pieces of wood that I've found that I think might have good wands inside them somewhere. And the way that I can tell that they have a good wand in them somewhere is just by looking at a crosscut. You can see right here there's a really brilliant core standing out that probably looks really pretty without all the rest of this wood in the way. So what I would do with this is, I wonder if it would stay together. The only way to know is to find out. So, I'm going to get my safety glasses on, and I'm going to get my gloves on, and I'm going to do work. I keep all of my safety glasses and my gloves and tools and stuff up here in my big box. So here's a glove. Here's a glove. That comes out later. And I've got my safety glasses on. I'll break that stick off because we don't need a piece of stick for a wand. But I do want to get a better look at what this is going to look like. So I got my sandpaper belt here, and I'm going to turn it on. And I'm just going to sand this down to see what it looks like. Get a little clearer view there. Put it in some water. I have a little pail here that I keep. There we go. Here we are. Here we are. You see that? See that beautiful chunk inside there? If I could get all the rest of this wood out of the way, then that chunk could turn into my wand. And that's what I use this big knife for. In addition to a big knife, I have a big stick. Here's how we do it. This is going to be a long one. Yep. Take the big knife and start carving away. Big stick. Here we go. Oh, you got a knot in you, don't you? Yeah, you do. Sometimes it's easier than other times. Sometimes I can do this in one blow. Not this time. There we go. There we are. Take a look at that. There's that brown bark layer, the yellow fibrous layer, and then there's this dense brown core layer in here, and this is what I want to get to. Haha. You have no chance now. You cannot resist me. Watch me go. There we go. There we go. You see how I'm carving that yellow layer away and leaving this beautiful brown wood. This particular wood is Siberian elm, and it grows everywhere out here. There we go. One more chunk, and it should be better. There we go. Yep. Okay. At this point, I start carving away. I'm not trying to make a perfect wand. I just want to make the wand that I found in there to begin with. So I do as little work as I can. While letting the beauty of the wood come out. And of course making it safe and interesting to look at and handle and things like that. Don't want to get splinters. Anyway, after about an hour of carving like this, I would probably go down to something like a small knife or maybe a rotary tool, like a sandpaper pencil kind of a thing. And then I just keep working it till it was done. That's what all the rest of these tools are for. Eventually, I might end up with something like this. Or something like this. Or any of these. A lot of these are still works in progress, but this is what I do. Try to keep everything safe and tidy. Put my gloves away, get my regular glasses back on. Here's my car. Yeah. So, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you want to see more. I hope you have a great day. Take care.